everyone, it's Raquel of Raquel's Caribbean Cuisine, and today's requested recipe is going to be this Jamaican Gizzada. Yes, this addictive sweet treat is a combination of coconut, fresh ginger, sugar, spices, stuffed on top of a buttery crust pastry. Talk about absolute deliciousness. Okay, so here I have the main ingredient in this lovely recipe, this beautiful dry coconut. And as you may know, I am a lover of anything coconut. And if you could hear, the rain is pouring outside, which happened this place so nice and clean. Now I'm going to break the coconut, removing the water, which is quite refreshing, just trying not to waste. Now I'm going to remove the nut from its shell, just be very careful. Then I'm going to wash. Then I am going to grate using this side of the grater, and yes, coconut could also be shredded. And this task is pretty time consuming, but believe me, it will be worth it. Right, so now that all the coconut is done grated, it's time to add flavorings and spices, because I did mention this is going to be absolutely flavorful and addictive. I'm going to add some sugar because this is in fact a sweet treat. A full ingredient amount would be listed. I'm also going to add some cinnamon powder, also some freshly grated nutmeg. I'm also going to add some freshly grated ginger, which really brings out the flavors. Lastly, I'm going to add some vanilla essence. Then I'm going to mix, incorporating all the ingredients. Now to my pot, I'm going to add a bit of water, not too much, say about a cup or so. Then in with the filling. I'm going to cook the filling, say for about 5 to 6 minutes. Not long, because remember it's also going to be baking in the oven. And as it cooks, the coconut is going to absorb all the moisture and all the flavors. Now the color is going to change due to the brown sugar, and believe me, these simple ingredients having this filling, smelling and tasting absolutely delicious. And it's done. Now I'm going to allow this to cool down while I prepare the pastry dough. Now to a bowl, I'm going to add 4 cups of flour, and this recipe gives 18 coconut gizzada, so you could cut the ingredients in half or less. Now I'm going to add a bit of salt, also some sugar for balance, then in with some butter or margarine or even some shortening or any kind of fat. I'm going to add this to the flour, and I'm going to incorporate, creating a bread crumbsy kind of texture, because you want to make sure it's evenly distributed. Now I'm going to knead this with some ice cold water, which is going to help the butter to stay cold. And I'm just going to knead long enough until all the dough comes together nicely. And then when I'm done, I'm going to place this into a plastic wrap, and I'm going to allow this to sit in the refrigerator, say for about 20 minutes. Okay, so fast forward to 20 minutes later, the dough is nicely rested. It's cold and quite sticky. I'm going to roll this out on a dusted clean surface. I'm going to roll this out as thin as possible, because a gizzada crust is normally have that little crisp but soft at the same time. I'm going to use a bowl, and I'm going to cut out circles. Yes. Now I'm going to remove the leftover dough trimming, which I'm going to roll out once more and use again. Now I'm going to flatten the dough, and I'm going to pinch me round, creating a cup-like shape so the filling would have a barrier. And this technique is fairly easy. You're just going to pinch right around the dough. And when all is done, I'm going to add this to a baking tray lined with grease paper. And by this time, this flavorful, moist coconut filling has cooled down. I'm going to add scoops to the pastry shell, distributing it evenly. Then to a preheated oven of 350 degrees, I'm going to allow this to bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. 18 minutes later, these are just perfect. Smells really good. The crust have a slight crisp yet soft. The filling, oh my goodness, this Jamaican Gizzada is an absolute favorite. And I tell you, these were Do you want to tell you these were really, really good? My mouth is watering. I want to thank you so very much for watching. A full written recipe will be listed down below in the description box. And remember, if you like this video, please do not leave without clicking the like button.